So before we get started, I want to know you guys' opinions just from the pictures that you see. Which true Americans do you think stood down versus which true Americans you think stood up?
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Call the police.
Please, we need a report. Please, call it. Oh, we need a report.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
Oh, we need a report.
Call the police. Come on, Ken.
Hey, you messed up, man.
No, I didn't mess up.
Because the white man.
Okay, thank you.
So in this true American video, you're going to watch a business go from open to close to permanently close, all because they couldn't hide the racism that they have within. And this video has been brought to you by Racism. Racism is accepted wherever true Americans are.
Perfect.
Call the police.
Please, we need a report. Please, call it. Oh, we need a report.
Call the police. Come on, Ken.
Hey, you messed up, man.
No, I didn't mess
Yeah,
up.
you did. Because this is their first time experiencing. They're friends of mine here.
That was
and then
not-
you want to make me feel bad
That was
because
not
I
the-
sat down at the table.
That was
and then
not-
you asked me if I'm going to consult with these.
No.
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
exactly what you said. Every one of them heard it.
No, they did not.
Yes, they
Because
did.
They was all
They
inside.
did. And then when I got pissed off and you knew I was pissed, you went and hid behind the bushes.
No,
And I walked right around there and couldn't find you. That's not right.
I'm right
This is
here.
their first time
I
here,
am right here.
Brady.
That was.
I
not-
was just bragging. Ask everyone.
Yeah.
I was bragging how good
And we
it was
said
to
we'd
come
come
here.
back. But if you
And they
don't
wanted
come
to
in
come
here, I
back
ain't coming
until
back.
you showed your ass out here and had a problem with race.
Today is my son's 22nd birthday, and he had to encounter this? Really?
That's not right. and
You
know
should be
it's not.
ashamed of yourself, man.
You should.
So you know what? We're not going to have anything else to say. We're not causing problems. I'm making my point to you. These are my friends. I've known him a long time.
Our first time down
And you
here,
did not
and he
like
called
it
all
that I
us
sat
a
down and talked to
nigger.
him, and when I come out, you confront me for talking to him.
No, man, we're not leaving because
You say, so you condone this? That's what you asked me. You condone the blacks? Ain't no condone about it. They're my friends. They're just like us. You just didn't want them in there. And I'm not for that. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, everybody that eats in here that I know will probably never be back.
Oh, this is going live. I'm posting all of this.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
How was it?
I apologize y'all's first night
You
that
can't
this
be
happened.
stupid, sir. You cannot.
I apologize.
Hey,
just stop. I apologize. Ethnicity or whatever, y'all my friends, and I'm not going for that.
What, just tell me what was said when you walked out.
When I walked out, he jumped all over me and said, so you condone sitting at the table with the...
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, bring it in, guys. You smell that? You smell that? That's the look of what being stupid and racist will get you at the end of the day, and what it feels like to be in the 15 minutes of fame of which you did not ask for. People thought that because their favorite person is more than likely probably going to get voted into office, that they could return back to what it was that they used to be able to do, right? Being loud, proud, out and open. But yet, look what happened. Look what happened. And the most interesting thing is, you would have thought that their own people in their community would have had the utmost support, because guess what? You're making America great again, right? You are using your freedom of speech. You're a part of the democratic nation, and you're able to vote and say the things that you want to sit up there and state, and cancel culture doesn't matter. Obviously, cancel culture does. Either that or your business really wasn't that great, nor was your food that great to begin with. So I just want to make this reminder for a lot of black folks out there. This is what some would consider an ally. This is what that looks like. Somebody who is alone by themselves in a situation where they are going to call out one of their own openly, right? They're going to go at one of their people openly for what it is that they know within themselves they are doing wrong. And they're going to go at this person. They're going to bring this up because it reflects badly on all of them. And he is trying to make sure to differentiate himself from what it is that you saw from the two owners of that establishment. And he did that, right? We were all able to hear it. We were all able to see it. And again, nothing had to come to any type of blows. You didn't see any type of real ruckus, take place. You didn't see anything. It was pretty much words. That was it. And the funniest thing, if you pay attention to the video, the older guy does not clear cut denounce or clear cut state that he didn't say that, because when it was brought up to him, he was like, oh no, they didn't hear that. They were inside the restaurant. So you're saying that you did say it. You're just stating that, hey, I did say it, but they could not have heard what I said because they were already seated in the restaurant. Again, all I'm trying to say is this: for the longest period of time that we have seen the United States as a whole, we've seen the civil rights, we've seen segregation. You can clear cut tell the era or the years of which somebody grew up in, how they were raised, what they were raised by, how they were indoctrinated, what it is that they specifically believe in. And this is one of those people that believe that America should go back to what America used to be. And you can clearly see that. Because again, if we're in 2024, why would you, as an American, look at other Americans and judge them in such a way due to the fact of the color of their skin? Now, some people would sit up there and say, well, Seji, he said a word, but he didn't specifically say color. Well, let me just point out this one thing here. The allies stated that, hey, you brought race directly into this conversation when there was no reason to even bring race directly up. These are my friends, meaning that they are okay. And I told them that, hey, this is I know a nice place that we can all go out to celebrate, your son's birthday, and they have very, very great food. It'll be a very great gathering, great energy, great everything. And all to his surprise, this is what happens. So this makes him, as he stated before, look bad. This makes him look as though he agrees with every single thing that they did, what they said, and what they were trying to do. Because let's go over the main three steps. Number one, they decided to throw a stone and hide their hand, aka I'm going to sit up there and say a word about you, bringing race into the conversation when there was no need. And note, I want to sit up there and make this very clear. The other Americans that were there didn't say anything about race. It was only one specific group that says something about race. And if you think by me saying group, I'm talking about race, I'm not. I'm clearly talking about the male and female. So please don't be so stupid. Right? So then step number two, he was pressed about the situation. The woman ran, and then the co-owner decided to stay out there after he was already called out. Number three, the woman went aside to say that she was going to sit up there and call the police. Ma'am, for what? Nobody's doing anything wrong. Why would you call the police on patrons, on people that want to come and patronize your business, to put money directly in your pockets, to make sure that your doors are open, to make sure that your workers are able to receive their weekly or bi-weekly paycheck? Why would you want to call the police officers on Americans that are not causing problems? Interesting, isn't it? And then number four, you had the guy openly admit that he said it. It was just the fact that he quote unquote knows that the other Americans could not have heard it because they were not within earshot. There are many more steps directly in there, but I'm not trying to make that video, or this video, I'm sorry, that long at all, because it realistically doesn't need to be. I'm showcasing this because time and time again, I get comments directly on my platform where people will like to say that, oh, why is it that the liberals, the Democrats, the blacks, Why is it that you guys always bring race into a situation? We're all Americans, we're all God's children, and yada, yada, yada. We all bleed the same, when obviously we don't. Obviously, there must be some differences, and magically, people tend to see color when they decide that they want to see color, when it benefits them. Because again, I just want to state that the patrons were not the ones that brought color into the situation. It was the owners of that establishment, of which they did not want those quote unquote original American patrons in their establishment.